What's up?
No, nothing much. Oh god, I gotta mute stream.
Yeah, don't listen to yourself. That's just awkward, bro.
Yeah, I have nothing good to say either. So
Yeah, why are you even talking? Just mute yourself.
yeah, you can take over my part of the session and you
Yeah.
can do both.
So, hey, Zakur, what's going on? Well, I'm like a 252 Kaiser main, and I'd like to do solo, hard lucid, and hard will, and I'd like to break into Chaos Tenebris. How about that?
That was pretty good actually.
That was pretty good. Is that about what you're
That,
doing,
that,
or
that yeah, I mean you got it down. I gotta get more will practice, but yeah, eventually.
wait? What level are you?
252, 70%.
I
So
got it. 252.
yeah,
Hell yeah. Okay. Wait, you're in my guild, right?
no, I've been kicked one too many times by Noah. So
Oh my god. Oh, you were in the Mule Guild? Yeah, yeah. Because I wouldn't kick you. Because I keep people in there way too long. Okay, hang on. Let me look at the login. Okay, what do you think is the longest time someone has not logged in into the main guild? What do you think?
if I had to guess, I would say 31 days plus.
Well, oh, okay. You said plus. That's fake. Okay. What is the number? Guess number.
Like a specific
Yes. Yes.
212 days.
Oh god. Wait, okay, you know that's like 7 months, right?
Yeah, I mean, if people quit. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. But you know
Jesus
me.
came
Okay.
back to the game after like 3
Let's
years.
see what the longest is. It's 230 days.
Oh my God.
That's really close. Good job. That's a good guess. Yeah, no,
Damn.
we were talking about being loyal to a fault. That's me. 230 days no login. You can still be in here as long as
Nah,
you.
sure, they're coming back for sure.
It's like
Any minute now.
that's such cope. Holy shit. they're they're coming back soon.
Yeah,
They're gonna support the guild.
yeah, as soon as
They're
they get
gonna do
back to the
culvert.
store. Dude,
All right.
Culvert. I don't want to talk about it.
No, okay. Zaikura, how can I help you today, man? What is up today?
So it's mostly looking at my gear and pointing me in the right direction of where to go next.
Cause you
After I'm like post shining, I didn't really hit all the goals I wanted, but I got as much as I could.
okay? Give me like a little bit of a backstory. You're more like seasonal-ish, right?
I'd say like at this point I'm like a regular player.
Well,
I
I
used to
think
be very
seasonal is the
seasonal.
regular. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very seasonal. I'd come back, during the major patches, get a character to like high 230s, 240.
Seasonal, burning, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. Kaiser's
Yeah.
really the first kit. Well, it's my first 250 and the first time
Oh,
I
okay.
pushed, past the 250 point. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling kind of lost equipment wise because like I know what I should be doing. Like I'm doing lucid every week to get droplets to start getting the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my other weekly bosses to get their accessories, but I guess where I'm struggling is just raising my main stat so that I could do will.
Okay.
Because people want,
Normal
like,
will or hard will?
normal will in a party because I'm at 21
Yes.
without Maple Warrior.
21 can set. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that would be a little bit early for hard will. Because
Yeah,
we got like a full party of 21s. That'd be really rough. Clear, probably.
for
Yeah.
hard will. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe normal will, but
Yeah,
I
for
would
normal-
like to do hard lucid.
Yeah, normal would be okay. Well, I would kind of equate normal will and hard lucid because of the barrier to damage on hard lucid, and normal will time-wise is okay. It's more about like mechanics and just doing the right thing at the right time, but you don't need like an excessive amount of damage because you can, if you know the mechanics properly, you can kind of do like 2-2-2 on phase 1, and that's good enough,
Yeah, because for normal will, I will say I haven't practiced it as much as I would like, but I'm getting more comfortable with P1. That was the phase I was really afraid of because P2 test, while like it's dangerous, it doesn't really seem that hard.
Okay, so you feel comfortable in the P2 test?
Yeah, because like it's just getting hit by the things. And,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
dodging them,
Yeah.
depending on if there's crap
Knowing
or
which
not.
one, A or B, and then get hit or just in the corner, right?
But it's P1 test with like finding the eye, and if you don't see the eye, using the moonlight to switch. That's where I'm struggling in P1.
Okay. And
And then since I don't have healing fams, P2, remembering to hit moonlight and then heal, that has killed me so many times.
I see. I move my Moonlight for will. I move my Moonlight, so I move it to the W key instead of. So standard for me is the Y key. I don't know where you have it.
Yeah, I have it on Y.
So I move it for will. I move it to the W key because then it's closer to my left hand. Yeah, it's right where like middle finger for my left hand, and I can immediately press it and heal. Even though, I just realized that's the same finger, but it's like W and then Z is my heal potion. It's like bam bam. That's closer together. Then the Y key is just like you have to. Well, I jump on Alt. Do you jump on Alt?
I jump on space.
Okay, but you kind of have to keep your thumb there and then move your index finger over, right? That's probably what you're doing.
See, so I actually have a super weird keyboard.
Go for it.
I'm gonna send it to you on.
Oh, you got like the hand keyboard thing with like.
It is. No, my keyboard setup for MapleStory is very.
All right, chat. Prepare, chat.
I sent you a DM of it.
We're gonna look at it.
Dude, chat is gonna lose their mind when they see it.
Oh, did you? By the way, did you DM the general like album stuff as well?
Oh yeah, do you need it again?
No. I was just double checking.
I sent you the album.
No, yeah, I can find it. Redemptions. Semantic. Oh no, I told you right. Like I okayed it. Okay, so I got it on. Yes, I got it on. Fucking Imgur. There it is. All right, here we go, guys. This is the key configuration. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Oh, this is like my mom's key configuration.
I'm glad I could compare to your mom.
Oh my. Well, I will say, yeah, my mom is like almost 280s and a 9.2k Legion. So for most people, that's like things to aspire to. But this is like keeping all of the base buttons exactly where they are and only removing like the minimal amount of keys.
So for some reason, I can't like. Okay, so this keyboard setup.
Yeah, defend yourself. Go. You're on the witness stand right now.
So this is how Maple C did their keyboard setup back in the day, like all the way back in like 2008.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 12 years ago, 50 years ago.
So
yeah,
I have had this keyboard setup since that period of time, and I can't for the muscle memory get out of it. I need my keyboard to be this way.
Okay, I will say muscle memory is a very strong thing, but one at a time you can move out of it. But it does take a concerted effort. So one of the things I did was move my chat 1 through 5. Oh my god, you got Maple chat on 5. What even is that button? Alliance on 7? What is this? The normal setup? Oh
yeah,
god,
that was Maple C's old setup.
Okay, so what I did as I moved 1 through 5, so 5 for me is Alliance chat instead of Maple chat. Maple chat is just off. When do you Maple chat someone? Saikur, tell me. Never. Get fucking rid of it. Move it. All right, I'm doing Caleb Hammer right now. Fucking get rid of it. Okay. Whisper. When do you whisper someone with 6?
Never.
Okay. Fucking get rid of it. Okay. 1 through 5, I moved to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 8 through equals. So we still have buttons for it, but a little bit further away, right?
But then where's my Legion button gonna go?
Okay, Legion, I don't have a button. Why? Because if you go in the game and you check, you press the, oh god, it's a hard right bracket. There we go. Like, it moves this in. And then...
right bracket? You mean impenetrable skin?
Impenetrable skin, what the fuck? Yes. No, the one to the right of that. One to the right of that.
Oh, the empty space, yeah.
Yes. If you press that one, oh, you have nothing on there though. Oh god. But then it like
I think that's quick slot by default, and I take that off.
You were right. Okay, I need to pee real quick, okay? This beer is going like straight through me like a fucking sieve. Okay, you can talk to the chat for like 5 minutes and get roasted about your key setup.
Alright.
Okay, chat, roast Zaikur about his key setup and I'll get right back, okay?
None of these nerds can roast me. So, chat, how's it going? How do we feel about banning Newbie Adele? I'm glad you're high, Cynthia. You should go play some Final Fantasy. Chat, I can play this game just fine without moving any buttons. I see nothing wrong with my setup. Yeah, I don't die out in P1, Kuro, of Lotus, so I can. If any of you have jump on anything other than space, you're incorrect. Your jump is on C? Bruh. Bro, you're wrong every day. You don't need to imagine being wrong. Jump on F? Bro. Ain't no way. I don't think I'm supposed to be the one in this session. I think some of you people need to be in this session. Worst Kaiser setup ever? How many Kaisers do you know that you can even compare this to another Kaiser? Oh. Yo, a space jumper, Cynthia's based. Alt is not for jump. Alt is clearly for wing beat.
Okay, are you still alive?
Yeah, your chat is outing themselves as absolute.
Yeah, they've got some degenerate key setups, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you think you're bad. Look at this chat. Familiars
Except
on
for
F.
Cynthia. Cynthia puts jump on space, so I appreciate her.
Oh god, is that the only space jumper?
Yeah, Mirio has jump on alt, but he plays Cygnus, so how much can he really be thinking?
Yeah, so he's Dawn Warrior brain subhuman. Yeah, he doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. He's just like drooling perpetually off of one side of his mouth. Okay. Keyboard setup. Does this work for you? Do you feel like you could do the bosses properly? Like you can find all your keys, you have access to everything?
Yeah. I mean, on Kaiser, yes, this is very comfortable.
Okay, when you switch to another character, do you feel like it's very different?
It depends on how long it's been since I've played that character.
Is your fucking sword on the fucking hashtag?
No, that's just the toggle, because I don't ever have to push that. I push it one time and then it's on.
Oh yeah, they changed that. Okay.
The actual deployment is on F.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about Kaiser. My bad. Okay. Shift. Okay. L.
Yeah, shift has to be final form because that's how you teleport.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, that's very valid. L. What is the L and semicolon? Why are they all the way?
L is weapon aura and semicolon is boss door or
where?
Nova door.
Okay. Do you have a standard keyboard?
Yeah. So I would say
that's a bad answer because that makes the follow-up questions harder. So where are your hands then on a standard keyboard?
So my thumb rests on space, my index finger rests on V, and my middle finger rests on X.
Your middle finger?
In order to hit Control and Alt, I move my thumb for Alt.
What the fuck are your hands? Okay, hang on.
Yeah, no, I understand. I have like a weird like
spacebar thumb, index finger V, middle finger X.
Yeah.
This is relaxed for you.
X or D, yeah. I mean, that's
okay,
just
chat. Okay.
I've been playing this
No,
Sakura.
Chill. Okay, chat. Try to do that position and see if that's relaxed for you in any kind of way. If it's not, you're on my team. But before you make any kind of judgment, if that's relaxed for you, people have different hands, different size keyboard, different size fingers, okay? This can be a relaxed pose for you. You need to find a key setup that works for you personally. Okay, you can roast your friends all the fuck you want, like I've just been doing, but if this works for your friend, if that makes sense for the shape of their hand, then that's good. Okay, and then just roast, you're a fucking degenerate. You have like alien hands, whatever the fuck. But you stop there, and then it's like, okay, cool, this works for you. So this works for you, right, Sakura?
Yeah.
Cool. If you go to other characters and you switch, does it work less or more, or roughly around the same?
Yeah, because I put all my characters. So like, for my keyboard setup on every character, mobbing skill is C and main bossing skill is V. And then I put the buffs on like D, F, T, U, H, J.
D, F, T, F. Sorry, what did you say? D, F.
D, F, T, U, H, J. Those are all like buffs or 2 minutes.
T, U, H, J. Okay. So you're really building. Okay. You really building around the G. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question for you is, if like, would you be, is if that works, that works. If you ever fuck anything up, it could be also a thing that you just put G on, like, I don't fucking know, like a fucking F9 or like F8 or something, like a Maple Relay. When the fuck do you need that, right? if your center of your keys is like around the T to U, D to J, and X to N, I think. Yeah. If like that's your center of your keys, G and kind of Y and maybe R are like wasted spots. Right? So if you could move them to something else that doesn't really inhibit you, those could be lower barrier to adaptation skills. So what I had mostly the left side of my keyboard, and Q is something I throw out immediately because quest log likes the shit out of you, right? And then stats is on like F9 because you only need that before and after bosses. So it's more like I treat that more like a toggle. So my toggles are on the top right. That's where I put them, because like you have to like accidentally like slam your fucking fist into your keyboard to to press those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of have the same thing, because like you notice that my sword's toggles on the backslash key, and then on page up and page down, those are the other 2 toggles.
Yeah.
And that's where I keep them.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, again, like as long as you're like thinking about it a little bit and you don't see anything immediately, that's fine. But like, don't take your muscle memory for gospel, but also don't question it too much, because muscle memory is like 90% of playing the game, and like if you don't have to use your brain, but your brain knows where to go, then that's fine. But then just make sure that your other characters follow the same key setup. Just know that other people looking at this like keyboard setup will give them actual brain cancer. Just as long as you're aware of that, we're like 100% like on the same page.
I have tried to change. I won't lie. Like I tried putting stuff on like G or moving stuff from A and S, but I find that I tend to forget that buttons are there when I do that, and it ultimately just hurts me in the end.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it like when I changed my W to I put my teleport, like my blink on W, because that's one of the things I see you don't have. Like you don't have blink, and you don't have the will skill, like Urda's will.
I do. It's on home.
No, that's not Urda's will.
Oh, sorry, that's class. That's class will.
Yeah, that's like the fucking what are you again? Nova's will. Yeah, there's also Urda's will, and so those extra skills. The problem is with this kind of like locked in key thing, where not locked in as in like you can't change, but locked in as in every single key is already doing something, and there's nothing you can move without relearning something. Is that whenever something else becomes prevalent and necessary, you have to unlearn something to be able to learn it, right? So blink and Urda's will be the next things, because my rant and debating, whatever the fuck it was, if you're going into Tenebris and you're going into Chaos Tenebris and then maybe into will, maybe into Black Mage, that stuff is going to make sure that your Urda's will and your blink are becoming more and more and more prevalent to survive. And
so
everything,
is it because you use Urda's will in tandem with your class will as well, or do you just use Urda's will over your class will?
You will alternate so that you have basically double the utility out of them. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
So typically you want the keys to be very close. So for you have home, and then like pitch up and pitch down is like toggle depending on
Yeah, they
boss
can
for
be
you,
moved.
right? Yeah.
They can
So
be moved to like F12. Well, once the
Yeah.
CCP is gone, I'll move one of the F12.
So for me, you have F12. You have pet food. For me, that's on the fuck. What is that? The tilde key, like between escape and tab, right? Because what do you have there? Event. For me, that's like okay. Oh, what the fuck? My game just crashed. Okay. For me, that's like okay. Either exclamation mark events as a good Scardor chatter that you are, or in the bottom right. Because when are you clicking it? You're clicking it when you're standing still in town and you have all the time in the world. You don't have monsters. You don't have bosses going around. You can just click. Oh, what's going on? And that's for me like more the priority. Like your stats. When are you checking your stats? When you go into a boss and you want to make sure that you have all the things.
When I'm about to grind.
Or when you're about to like hit the box at the end of the boss and we see what percentage you are. What is the commonality between those scenarios? Oh, you don't have anything dangerous going on. It's more about making sure that the numbers are right. So when can you do that? At the same time when you do a toggle or something. When you do that, out of the way of your general keyboard configuration, right? Well, I don't want to... Okay. I don't want to spend like 20 minutes on your keyboard configuration because I don't want to like fucking... Well, so 18 and a half minutes is more than enough. But I don't want to like hammer you down on that. But that's more like kind of like my idea on like... Oh god, I've got all caps on keyboard configure. I'm just typing my fucking... Okay, there we go. All right. Did any of this help, or is this just like fucking...
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely giving me something to consider, and maybe it's just I use maybe keyboard 2 to get used to a different setup while keeping this on keyboard 1 if it just doesn't work out.
Sure.
For my
You have different key configs, right? So you can press one button and just switch over. Yeah. Maybe like a boss party or something. I don't know. Like...
Yeah, get like a bossing keyboard setup and then a mobbing keyboards. Because like I don't need some of those skills. I don't need at all while bossing. Like the C skill, I don't need. Blade burst,
yeah, you never use that one. You would use let's say you've got your sure. Rope lift's more control, so that's more like outside stuff. Yeah, your hand is way more central on your keyboard than mine is.
Yeah, I mean it's almost crowded completely on the left side. Like
Well, you say the left side, but most people, when they say the left side, they mean like 1 through 5, Q through T, A through
So it's
F,
like I
like
do
Z
that,
through B.
but like shift your whole hand down.
Yeah,
So instead of resting it on 1, 2, 3, rest it on like C.
Yeah. On like A, R, T, or no, one lower, like
even
Z,
lower than A.
Z, F, G, and spacebar or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Z, F, G, H, spacebar, kind of like that area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe even lower, like X. So what is your main skill? You're using Alt.
My main skill is CV, C and V, mobbing and bossing.
Oh, right, because your V changes the skill icon on the keyboard because of the fifth job, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then this is also a thing with Kaiser. You probably know this because of the maybe because of the class Discord, but like alt using your alt, the wings whenever that's available, is that increasing DPS or is it like very min-maxing?
Yes, when you do want to use wing, at least for Culvert, you use it when you pop all your bursts. You're supposed to Dragon Link it. I don't, because Dragon Linking gives me cancer. So
yeah, fuck all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, using that and using your swords.
What is it like? Up, down, left, right, start key. Yeah, like fuck all of that shit. Yeah.
I'll wait for the day they finally wise up and remove.
Yeah, that is one of the weirdest things. How that has not been reworked in some kind of way. Like, major Explorer rework, cool. Major hero, what was it? Cygnus rework. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, cool. Oh, by the way, Kaisers, yeah, use that Dragon Link, bro. It's like, what? Like, why? Why do you hate us so much?
I compare it to Aaron. You know how like they decided that the combo system was stupid, and now Aaron's basically ignored completely.
It's like if you use the system, cool. It's like 5 to 10% like final damage or something. But if you don't, That's even just put the combos, like put the shit on a key and just press it, you know.
It's crazy because Kaiser is the only class where if you use their system, you lose damage because you attack so fucking slow. It's crazy.
Oh, it slows it down, like it increases the delay on the.
Yeah, like if you try to link Gigas Wave, you lose DPS despite getting 15% FD because you attack that much slower.
Oh god, that's disgusting. And you want, because that's one of the things with like bossing mules and stuff. You want the attack speed +1, right? That's really necessary for this class.
Yeah.
It's a two-handed.
I did get that, but it's not in the spreadsheet. But I got that on
the last Sunday. Oh, nice.
And I managed to snag 25% buff duration too as like a placeholder until I could get something better.
Okay, because I see you here 38 buff duration top line. So are you at 38? You're 25 unique. Epic line
top line is
attack speed,
and then epic line 24% buff duration.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's not the best that you want, but it's good for now.
It's better than losing it completely.
Yeah. And honor-wise, you're like around 500,000 or more.
No. The event wiped me out. I'm at 127k right now.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. That probably means that you're just full saving until New Age, right?
Yeah, I'm not touching honor until I have like at least a mil plus.
Yes. Well, New Age has extra changes coming, right? Or did you read up on that?
I did read up on some of the changes. I know post Savior has a lot of Kaiser changes coming too.
Yes, it depends a little bit on how. GMS is really bad at like giving us things directly after seasonal upgrades, right when KMS does it like on the same pattern. They're pretty bad at that. They don't tend to like, oh, summer's over, let's just follow the pattern again like KMS did. They tend to kind of like do their own thing, which I don't necessarily hate.
It up into like one.
Yeah, they tend to like cluster and wait for like 3 fucking updates and then just cluster it all in one. And it's like, if you give us the heads up on that, that would be okay. But like, you know, as much as I try to walk people off the ledge of like, oh, KMS had this, so therefore we will get that. Like, I try to be super careful, like as a, like blatantly like a cuck, essentially. Like please don't expect that from us. But like that's, it's hard for people to not expect that, and I get that. But I try to walk people off that ledge as much as possible. But it tends to be like after the seasonal updates, whatever comes right after in KMS, we have to wait for like 2 to 3 to 4 months sometimes, like right until the next seasonal update, sometimes before that hits. And this might be one of those things, but again, like you have to wait for your honor experience anyway before you can make any kind of commitment, right? So you're you're just completely sitting aside on that. Okay. All right. I'm Rex, so I'm taking it back, centering in the conversation. We're 25 minutes in. I love you. You love me. Cool. Yes. Good conversation. What can I help you with today? What's your situation? What are you aiming towards? And how can I help you get there?
Most importantly, it would be raising my main stat. The steps I need to take in order to get my main stat. Because I feel like all my other metrics are pretty good for the state of the game that I'm in. And
you're talking about progression, right? The progression command?
Yep. Yeah, I've taken... I think...
Sorry, I'm just plugging right now. I didn't mean to. Go on. Yeah.
No, you're good. Most of my stats are in late game, except my main stat. I think that is the only one that isn't in the late game stage.
Okay, and we just had
and boost notes, but
sorry, boost notes. Okay.
Yeah, boost notes, but that will be taken care of in the journey of the 6-star.
Okay, so you're not quite at 40 yet. You're saying?
No, I'm at like 33, 36.
Okay, I mean that's really close, right? So there's no like, if you're like 20 flat, like then you're like, okay, this is like alarm bell, ding 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 ding, like fuck, this shit is fucked. No. Like what do we do? Holy fuck, your Legion coins are good as well. But if you're like, if you're like, okay, we're like 20, sorry, what did you say, 33 to 34, and you're going towards 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bossing node is at 36. My mobbing node is at 31, 34.
Okay, there's no like major fucking alarm bells. It's just like a, it's an emphasis thing more than like a morbid priority kind of like we're fucked if we don't do this right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your boost notes. Yeah, they're a little bit on the low end. Yeah, you want to get them to like 16. How were you on boost notes? What do you do for boost notes? Where you at?
Uh, I have, well, they're not perfect, but I have all the skills I need boosted in those 4 nodes. Like it's really just getting nodes that's my issue. I don't have a lot of nodes, and I don't generate a lot of nodes because I don't have a lot of drop rate.
Okay, so how's your upgrade doing? What's the Liberated Kaiserium Trust? Okay, I remember now the picture. Definitely Liberated Kaiserium.
Yeah, no, it's 100% liberated. Yeah.
Chad, how dare you question Zykur?
Right.
You have no standing in this place. Leave.
I see you in the chat, newbie.
Not
Don't make me
Photoshop.
ban you.
Not Photoshop. Not others.
It's real.
He has mod. Be careful.
Yeah.
I will give him mod just to make it. Seems legit. .jpg. That's like the best comment.
Yeah, my emblem makes me sad. My
Yeah.
my secondary makes me sad.
As far as unique goes, that's really good.
Yeah.
Why did your Why does your secondary make you sad?
Because it's not the biz one, and I know it's like a minimal gain. It's like 2 weapon attack and 2 strength, but it's still like, come on.
Wait,
really?
Whoa, okay. I'm looking at the 21 attack, 30 boss, right?
Yeah, it's not the evil lab one, so it's technically not the best in slot secondary. But
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, at this point, okay, and this is a little bit of a maybe like a sidestep from the conversation you want to have, but at this point, people talk about like final damage, and they're not talking about the stat of final damage in your stat window, but they're talking about they're essentially talking about total damage, which I'd like to have that conversation more, but it's really hard to like be me and fight against endgame people because they don't kind of see me as someone who is in endgame. Well, there's a whole lot of a conversation as well, but 21 attack and 30 boss for most people is the best they will ever see on a secondary. And then for your secondary to be not technically the best you can ever have, but like it's so close in terms of, you know, okay, you want to look at the efficiency per meso, right, on an upgrade. Switching this secondary to what is technically the secondary that's best in slot, plus what would be the potential that's best in slot, the amount of meso you'd have to pay per damage there would destroy your account, most likely.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. That's fine. If you immediately see that, then I'm happy with that, and we can just move on.
I'm keeping that thing until like everything is like in the spot I need, and then I get
like 21 arcanes, 21 to 22 everything else, 3 line, and then maybe we can make it like an emblem on the side with like glowing cubes and see if it rolls anything better.
Right, like getting my boss cubes that I get every week. I'll just throw a couple on there. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, whatever.
Yeah, like you have a side one on. You have another one on the side.
When the Evil Lab change comes, and I get to just buy it. I will have one on the side that I'll just throw. You know,
you're not even getting one now. You're just waiting for that. No. Yeah. I see.
I'm not running Evil Lab to get that thing. That was a nightmare. I read it one time. And
Chat, roast him. He's not running Evil Lab on a Kaiser. Yeah. Roast him. He's not getting 1.2%. No, not percent. Sorry, 1.2 weapon attack on his entire account. Roast his ass.
If anyone in chat can link an Evil Lab Kaiser secondary to me in game, I will give you mad props, and I'll also call you a fucking loser.
What about Mihal? Yeah, props and loser. Props plus loser. Yeah, it's like retweet plus ratio. It's like props plus loser. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Okay, so centering conversation again. You mentioned equip progression. Okay, remind me of the rest because my mind is wandering.
So just like, where should I go from here? Like, what's my next upgrade with what I have right now? Because my WSC seems...
Right, your stat was low, but everything else was on the metric, right? Was on the money?
Right, yeah.
Okay, you just had Shining Star Force. What did you do there?
So I was aiming for 19 CRA, 17 ABSO. I did manage to get 17 ABSO, but I had to stop at 18 CRA because I ran out of money.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. That's fucking perfect, dude. You did exactly what you were supposed to do there. 17 full Abso, some 16 stuff, but that's going to transfer. 17, and then... And you said 18 on Arcane because you just couldn't go 19.
18 on the Chaos Root Abyss, yeah. Because I just couldn't push it to 19.
You tried some stuff to 19, but it just wouldn't go?
Yeah, the pants the pants took me out, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, when you're like 19 build down and you're still at the same star, so like, fuck it.
I wish I even had 19 bill.
Okay,
I had maybe
like 9. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. And that's good. You're spending within your means. You're setting realistic. It's like you're watching my stream or something. It's like,
yeah, I know. It's almost like
wild.
Every day.
It's almost like you're making realistic upgrades for your money, and you're making money work for you. And oh god, I'm so.
It's crazy. I go to spend money in this game, and I like hear your voice telling me not to do it. Should you really be upgrading this piece right now?
I'm like on your shoulder, like, hey, you sure you want to do that shit? It's like, okay, if you want to fuck up your account, go for it, man. I'm just,
it's not what I would do.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but if you want to fuck up your gains, go for it.
Yeah.
I like that I'm like the asshole in this scenario, but I'm also the one who makes sure that you actually solidify your fucking gains and that you can actually be, yeah. Scardor's like a proud father. Dude, I could almost cry right now. Like, I'm so happy that even though I'm kind of like an asshole and kind of like annoying in that sense, but it makes it so that you can actually be stronger, Because as much as it's like...
definitely helped me get way stronger than I could have ever on my own.
It's all about the journey and about whether you're enjoying yourself, bloody fucking blah. But if you cannot kill monsters, the game sucks. like we could wrap it in like a fucking beautiful bow if we want to, but if you cannot kill the fucking monsters in like 1 or 2 hits, it sucks ass. Like that's just what the fuck it is. So how are you with mobbing? How are you with bossing? Tell me about that a little bit.
So where I train when I do grind, I have a session planned for Wednesday night. But when I do grind, I grind at Celis, one of the SS maps, SSS3.
Mm-hmm.
I one-shot there pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
burn
the best
on there?
rotations. Yeah, because I get like 80 to 90 burn in SS3.
Okay.
When I played degen hours with Richard at like 3 in the morning.
do you know your monster kills per hour?
I don't time my monster kills per hour.
Okay.
I know it's not like the optimal. Like I know
yes.
Like 15k you're supposed to be getting like.
Okay, so you know the number? Okay, I'm not going to show it on stream. Yeah. Do you roughly have an idea on where you are efficiency wise? Does it feel good, or do you know it's roughly good?
I would say I get maybe I'd have to check, but maybe like 12 or 13. I'm not hyper efficient, but I'm also not like trolling either.
Yeah. Okay. So you're like. You're not the... Yeah, you're in like a conversation. It's not like you're inting and you're playing another game on the side, but you're also not like trying to make sure that every single monster dies every single rotation. Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Because like my my stone dragon, the shitty 3rd job summon, I think it's supposed to one-shot, and it doesn't.
That sounds like that would need a lot of damage to be able to one-shot.
Yeah,
no?
I feel like you need to boost it to 60 just to get it to one-shot.
Probably. That's 120% final damage. It seems like it would need that, yeah.
Yeah, it does not one-shot in Celis, so... I mean, Fountain, when I put it in a boosted slot, that one-shot, so that's what I use. I'll use Will if I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel I can consistently clear the map.
Yes, okay.
To a satisfying rate.
Fuck one-shotting, fuck two-shotting. Can you... close to consistently clear the map without like fucking being contortionist?
Oh yeah, I over one-shot. I one-shot without final form in SS3.
Okay, having like one of your legs over your shoulder, like pressing extra keys on your keyboard, like can you?
It's not sweaty at all. It's very relaxing.
That's good. That's good. But if it's too comfortable, then you might consider a more heavier spawn map, right? Because you're in Celis and you're at 252. You've got all of Moonbridge and all of Labyrinth in between Libina.
So I actually went from Moonbridge to Celis because I was training at VC4, but I was never getting any high burn maps because it's so congested there.
Right.
Every single time.
VC4 or 3?
VC4 Crushing Glares.
Okay, wait, that's a very popular map now?
I suppose so because I've never found it.
Oh, you're teaching me right now. VC4, okay. Because I know VC3 is like the main map.
Easy rotation.
Okay.
I know VC3 is like the map everybody goes to.
Yeah.
VC4 is
okay.
For Kaiser at least, it's very simple because you flash jump across the bottom, and then you toss out a Gigas Wave at the top, and then at the top, and then you can jump down and repeat the rotation.
Okay. Yeah, there was some. Oh my god, this might be like a year.
A lot of the maps I go to are recommendations from the Discord as well.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You're checking that, but you're checking it for like.
I check it for everything. I check it for like bossing setups and for culvert.
Well, I'm thinking more. Are you checking it for when it was updated?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have a totem training guide, which obviously doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
But they also have a non-totem guide.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Updated.
Yeah, so just for everyone in the chat, like there's a lot of stuff that on MapleStory, like commands for my channel, right? Resources that you might find, class discords that are really, really good, but they were really, really good when they were made. But this game just changes so much and so quickly. I say so much and so quickly, not on like a weekly basis, but like monthly, tri-monthly basis, right? That it's very easy to find a resource that was made with the best intentions and that was really fucking good, but like 3 months ago, and just one thing changed, and now it's completely fucking obsolete. And it sucks for the person who made it, but it sucks even more for the person who follows it, because now it's just not what it's supposed to be anymore. But it's okay.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
So many people are so CLP.
Oh, someone in chat was like, "Oh, I found my new map," and I was like, "Oh, where are you going, CLP?" I was like, "Ah."
Poor so sad.
Poor soul. And it's like, no. I would just want to watch anime and AFK. I was like, oh, okay, no, then CLP is perfect for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
it's
like
perfect lazy map.
You got like 6% an hour, you know, but you don't have to look at your screen at all. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, go for it.
You know, I hear they're banning for that though. And Nightwalker got banned for bite farming and not paying attention. So,
well, yeah,
watch yourselves out there.
There's
chat.
always the chance for what's called white rooming, where your character will get teleported out of your map into a completely white room with nothing else, and you have to type something. You have to type like "huh" or like "what's going on," like "where am I?" If you don't do that within, I think like within a minute or within like 90 seconds, they'll just assume that you're AFK and temporarily ban you. Especially if you're on a class that's known to temp ban. I think you get, it might not be as much on a Kana anymore, but like back in the day when you were on a Kana and you didn't respond in like 20 seconds, you were just out because every single Kana was, it was like a 90% chance. Like you're a Kana, are you banning? You were like 90% of the chance, you know, you were right. So,
right,
yeah, it kind of sucks if you're a legit Kana, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, it's a good thing those don't exist.
Yeah, Kanas are gone now, so that's not the problem anymore.
Yeah.
Other classes are the issue now. It's all Kaisers now.
Yeah, all the flourishing Kaisers everywhere.
Oh god, like I remember the last time I just clicked like join party and there was like six Kaisers there. I was like, who do I join?
Yeah, I mean, join the one with the Kaiserium, obviously, which is
me. Which is you. I have that item. Trust, not.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, did you see I got another one today?
I didn't want to hear that at all. No.
I just looked at my inventory and saw the NPC items. I'm like, why is there a Kaiseria up here? I was like, oh.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Add Saikur. I got through this week.
I'm sure Richard tried to add me, but I wasn't online.
Yeah, there were probably a bunch of people adding. I mean, I wish it just sucks because I don't want them. I wish I could just give them, you know, to anyone who wants them. But there's just no mechanic for that. It sucks.
I mean, you know, like the day I get an arcane weapon is the day I get a Kaiserium. I know it's gonna happen. The day I finally purchase it with my Lucid coins, I
hell yeah!
Like, time to start upgrading.
Preach, brother. Preach, brother. Keep preaching.
I know it's gonna drop.
I know. I got like the Populatus drop on. I logged in right after the patch where they changed the transposing the flame.
Oh no!
I logged in right after that. did CPAP, and immediately got the fucking drop on the first one. I was like, you are just fucking like raw dogging me with like a 16-foot dildo right now. Like you are just, you know, this shit it would like upset me the most. I'm like, I am not gonna get triggered, but I will have you know, and I'm gonna repeat this for the end of time. Like the first fucking run on the first character that actually wants it after the after the flame removal. Got a fucking Dominator pen. No, Dominator pen. A Pavolatus mark. And it's like, you just hate me, don't you? You just hate me.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way the game goes.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Listening, they're always watching.
I tell you, they're always watching. If something happens that I don't want, it's because they're watching. And if it doesn't happen, it's because they're watching. You know, it's a perfect escape. You know, I can hide behind that.
Yeah, the difference between me and you is I don't have the self-control not to mauled in your chat about it, so...
Hey, remember Scardor's first... God damn, you're so hungry for a Kaiserium. I just saw your inventory. Holy shit, amount of pencil here.
I got those 4 shining, and I was like, if I have the money, I'll 22-star pencil here, just in case, and
Dude, I don't even have to know what class you are or what level you are. If I see this inventory, I know this is like pure... You're inhaling like 305% copium on getting a Kaiserium drop. I just see that based on the amount of fucking two-handed swords.
There's more now, by the way.
Yeah,
since that picture.
Forgotten Spirit said you're going for 23 stars, so just you get transferred to 20.
I was going to go for 23 stars on an Utgard fucking sword. Okay. I was prepared to do it.
Hang on. Okay. Chat, I'm laughing. You guys might not know why I'm laughing. I'm opening the calculator right now, Saikur. Have you opened this thing before?
I have opened it, yeah.
Do you have any idea on the cost of it? You think 22, you see a lot of people with 22. That's pretty doable. 23, that's only one more. What is your... if you had to think about it, expected cost on a 23 Star Force. What do you think?
For a...
during Shining. Let's say during Shining, okay? Getting a 5, 10, 15, and a 30% off. What do you think?
I would say it's like, to get a 23 star, I would say it's like 200 mil?
200 mil?
200 bill, sorry.
So, wait, you mean 200 million backups? Or 200 million?
Oh, how many backups? I thought you meant the cost.
200 bill? 200 bill, Meso?
Yeah, 200 bill Meso to get it. I don't know how many backups.
Let me see in the chat. 200 bill Meso during Shining. Do you think it's higher or lower, chat? Let's see. Yeah, 200 mil was just a, there's a misspeak. No, we don't look at that. 200 bill. More or less, chat. What do you think? Okay, higher. It's going to be like 7 trill or some shit. Higher, lower, higher. Oh, Flamer thinks it's lower. Okay. Way more, says Zell.
Way more? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Lower, easy. I mean,
chat, it's not higher if you just hit. Stop being bad and hit the star.
They're just not good at star forcing, I think. My chat is just like bad at star forcing, yeah.
Clearly, yeah.
I've programmed them to just like to be too scared of the odds, I think. I think Calculator will crash attempting that. No, it's already loaded. It took a while though, but it already loaded. 90 bill. Okay, let's see. Okay, your guess is 200 bill, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, let's see. Wow, it's way lower. Oh, wow. It's lower, yeah. A median cost is only 81 bill.
80 bill?
81 bill median. Average cost 117 though. Average booms anywhere between 0 and 699. Oh my God!
Imagine being that guy, man.
That poor guy.
Booms.
How many rooms do you have in your inventory? Like 128 slots? That's like 5 full inventories.
Yeah, no, you definitely you fill your storage with nothing but swords.
Oh my God, this poor guy. He spent so much.
You have 2 backup Kaisers with max inventory just holding on to
no. Occurrence is 699 booms. Look at that range.
Wait, no, you can't. You would have to do that purely in your own inventory and then farm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd have to farm. You have to take the time to farm those things. So range of cost anywhere between 1 bill and 718 bill. Trill. Sorry, so 1 trill and 718 trill. Oh no, wait, this is a billion. Yeah, 1 billion and 718 billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Let me just get 718 bill real quick.
God, the average booms
To
is
spend on an
91,
Utgard sword.
and the median booms is 64. And one guy just
Average booms is 91. Jesus.
yeah, that's a lot, bro. 91. You know, like the achievement. Okay, hang on, let me check. This is coming out of your time, but like, Maple achievements. Boom. Wait. Okay. Is it destruction? Is that what it's called?
You put a 4 in there.
Yeah, I know, I did. I am just fucking zooted. Perform Star Force destruction 1,000 times. I'm at 380 total booms. So this item alone would have like double my count's booms just to make.
On a sword that you would replace as soon as you run Hard Lucid one time.
Yes, exactly. It'll get replaced immediately. You just transfer. If you get it, fucking transpose it. If no, tell me. Help me.
Anvil it.
Anvil it. Yeah, thank you. Anvil it. If you don't get it, just forget about it. Okay.
I mean, it's a meme at this point that you know I want it, but
it was a meme. Yeah, no, I know it's a meme.
At the stage in the game I'm at right now, it's not worth
okay.
It.
That was the disclaimer for all the people who actually think they can get the item. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone
it's not
else,
possible, chat. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just like. It's cool to want to get it, but don't make your progress hinge on whether you get it or not, because it's just you're gonna fuck over your progress. Okay, let me see how far we're in. 48 minutes. This is way too long, without getting any kind of legitimate progress. Okay, you want to know next upgrade. You're good on the fundamentals. Transfer hammer, ID, critical damage. You know what all this stuff means. I'm a fucking nerd. I'm autistic. You've heard me talk about this like 18,000 times, right?
Right.
Which things do you think are in the game that you're kind of like, I could use like a little bit of clarification?
As far as just like mechanics in the game goes, getting like how I go about doing familiars is something I'm like foggy on, and then transposing as a whole. I know how to get dineros, but I don't know like when should I even be considering transposing my pat mark or my black bean mark if I get one.
Okay. Okay. First thing you said was familiars. Have you looked at the command or no?
Yeah, I've looked at the command, and is it really just as simple as getting a bunch of like common familiar cards and fusing them together?
So
and
you could
praying that you get something good on reveal.
If you fuse commons together, you will just get a rare, and the rare is very common compared to common. So we would never fuse commons. We would always fuse rares to immediately get towards epic, right?
Yeah.
But
so you get like you get a rare of one that you farmed a lot of commons of, and then you boost that rare to an epic. Is that how the story goes?
Yeah, so you fuse it together to get to full fusion experience. Oh, let me see if I can open this on my screen. Hang on. There's two things, right? One is if you want to fuse it up. Let's see if I have one. That's just, it's that little bar below the familiar, right? That shows the fusion rate. And then the other thing, and the other thing is the top left where it shows the level. That has to be level 5 to be able to fuse it.
Okay.
And you get it leveled up by having it summoned while you're killing monsters around your level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you do those two things, then that little button of like so fuse is if you have a bunch of familiars, and then rank up, they'll be available if it's level 5 and it's fully fused up the bar all the way to the right side. So because common and rare are similar because of monster drop, you want to always use a rare one as a base and then try to get it to epic. And then once you get the large drop on the epic, then you want to start working on unique familiars essentially. It just has to do with the maths behind it and average chance of outcome of large
And that
IV.
means I have to stop grinding and sell us because for some reason Nexon refuses to put familiars.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. You have to kind of choose. It's essentially once you get to like 235 or beyond, you kind of have to choose whether you want EXP or you want familiars, and that sucks. That's just why everybody wants familiars in Grandis and beyond, because they don't want to have to choose. Like, do I stay in fucking Limina with like, I don't know, like 1.5% an hour max? Like this, which is bullshit, right? 260 plus, or do I train and actually get like decent amount of hour and get the like, having to choose just sucks. Yeah, but that's why that whole conversation
if that's just
thing.
the way it is, there's nothing really to do about it.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. They have kind of in the past released familiars in certain areas that we had already access to. But yeah, we just don't know. That has to be someone somewhere in Exxon America that kind of like squeezes it through, and nobody really to cancel that that pull request, and then somebody just gets it through. Basically, we just Exxon America, we're looking for you. We need one champion to get a job in Exxon America and get familiars. Just don't talk to anyone about it, and just quietly just pull them through the whole game.
In the corner,
yeah, just code it.
Just be in the computer. It with the jet rework.
Be the hacker. What is the hacker emote? Like the Dr. Disrespect hacker emote. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Just in the corner, be like, and like nobody watch me, and like secretly just put like familiars into the entire fucking game, because were you around when familiars, when the whole system kind of was like deployed? Yeah, that was like the worst thing ever in MapleStory, right?
It was pretty bad, but I some of my older characters do have some legacy familiars.
But
so
why do they have legacy familiars?
Right.
Because they didn't understand what the fuck the implication was of how much of a gain it actually was, right? Like they didn't know how good this could be. And everyone was like "Are you
big spider coming with large drop and meso off rip?"
Yeah, and like, well, mainly it was like the chance of getting epics just drop from monsters, and everyone was like, "Are you sure? Like, do you want to keep in the same rate?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're sure. Yeah, no, it's fine."
They were not sure at all.
And you were like, "Are you really, really sure?" And like, "Yeah, we're totally sure." Okay. And I'll start like getting 18,000 epic familiars an hour, like training at what are they called? The boogies, right? Junior boogies?
Yeah, the junior boogies.
And like 3 days in, they're like, maybe we're not that sure. And you're like, okay, dude, we like asked you for like a week straight, like 15 times a day. Like, are you sure? Three words, there's not much. And they're like, no. Or like, we're sure. Like, oh, no, never.
You have to give them some credit, though. They were probably busy, lining Wonky's yacht with dollar bills. So they didn't really have a lot of time to check to see if the system was working properly.
They're trying to get the garnets on all of the corners of the fucking yacht, and the sapphires and the gold plates. Yeah, all of the. They're trying to harvest for minerals and then refining all of them and then putting them on the fucking boat. Dude, I want to know how.
Diamond encrusting his fucking poop deck.
Oh god, the poop deck. Yeah. Holy shit. That would be bronze plates, I think, right, on the poop deck. that would be full bronze, adamantium and bronze. Only those two. Yeah. No, true. Yeah. Oh god, we can joke about that shit forever. I know that people, everyone who works in like Nexon America does their best. And
for sure,
I wouldn't want to trade with them because I know, exactly. I always say like you're getting the shit end of the poop stick, just to emphasize a little bit more. Like you're just like grabbing it and there's just like actual animal crap like on your hand. You're like, if I let go of this stick, I lose my job. So I just have to hang on to this. But like between your fingers, the poop is like squirting through, kind of, and it's like, oh god, like this is my life, But I have to do this to be able to pay my rent. And I don't have any kind of bad feelings towards anyone who works at Nexon America. They're just, what voice? Like we as the players, thousands of people don't have any voice. What do they as like 3 people who are just like employees at like a subsidiary of a subsidiary? What do they have as a voice? Like they can't do any fucking thing. Yeah,
It's too bad.
It kind of sucks. Okay, that was familiars. Okay, we're definitely making good progress on this progression session. Sorry. And transposing.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, transposing. No, well, I want to make sure you keep progress because you did the request. Transposing, pep mark, monocles, bean marks, and no eye patches so far, I assume, right?
No eye patches at all.
Yeah, no, eye patches actually don't exist. Note for people.
I haven't even run hard Damien, so that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not in the cards
Usually
right
question for like the first 6 minutes of the session, but now 56 minutes in. What things can you solo, and what things can you party, and what are your aspirations in the terms of like being able to solo, being in the party?
So I could comfortably solo up to Lotus and Damien. I could
including or up or before?
No, including Lotus and Damien. I could probably duo slime or solo if I really sweat it out.
You said you were 21k stat?
Yeah. And then I'd party Lucid on Fridays. We're trying to move into hard
normal?
Lucid, but we lost a member. Yeah, we do normal right now, but we're trying to move into hard Lucid. And we are practicing Will to fold it into our boss runs.
Have you tried your BA?
I have not. No.
Okay.
I haven't even entered Dojo to unlock the dummy.
Has anyone in the party done their BA?
I don't know anybody's BA in the party.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, BAs, you don't want it to be like, oh, you suck, I'm awesome, I get to kick you. You don't want that to be the BA. But you want the BA to kind of be like, do we even have the capacity in our party? Like, are we fucking wasting our goddamn time? Or, is this actually a legitimate thing that we're aiming for, right?
I mean, our party leaders said that they were using the metric of soloing part 1 of normal Lucid in under a minute. For if you're ready to do the final phase of hard.
In under a minute?
Well, not soloing, as a party killing
P1
Lucid in a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say soloing normal in under a minute. That's like a crazy... That's like a... Being able to like see 10A.
Yeah.
I can't do that on any of my characters. Under a minute, like P1... Well, maybe normal, but you need like a Roar 3 or a Roar 4. Yeah, that's steep as hell. Okay, so a whole party within a minute killing normal would also be able to do... God, I don't know about this metric. Have you tried soloing normal before?
Normal Lucid? No.
I would see if you can just try to solo it like on a practice mode. You can see where you're at. If you can solo normal or you're really close to it, then your party should be easy hard Lucid ready.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I'm definitely the weakest link in our party right now.
Yeah, 21 is just...
I would say.
But you say all your other metrics are good, so to kind of bring it back to what I was talking about before, like we just had Shining, and you have Solid Legion. So the main thing is like, I mean, do you have enough stat? Like, there's only two big metrics, and one is like, are you maxed on arcane symbols, which you're not, because your character hasn't existing for like 6 years, and the other one is like, what are your potentials at, right?
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm hurting the most. If you would look at the potentials of my gear, they're not great.
Okay,
although
let's
some
see.
of them have changed since I picked. No, not really.
Okay, your glove is horrendous. What is going on here?
Yeah.
God, that's.
I kind of kept it just for sharp eye so I could save on the matrix slot.
Oh, we're getting like 100 strength and 30 dex, so that's good. Yeah, it's well over 95. So 94 attack, so the shoot a little bit. Yeah, your CRA. Yeah, your CRA flames are not good. That's definitely why you want to push a little bit, right? And you can transfer hammer once they blow. Oh well, you can transfer the trace once they blow up. So you keep your hammer progress. So that's all money going to a good cause. What's your like drop in mezzo? Lol, Lithium Heart. Yeah, that's to quote the guild, that's tragic. That's what that is.
Oh.
Are you saving up for the Fairy Heart?
I'm kind of holding out copium for one droid. I'll be honest.
No,
After
don't
Savior,
do that.
but
No, you're just gonna get
yeah.
disappointed.
No,
I
I'll buy one at the end of the event
yeah, I like
in
you too
August.
much to have you hope for that bullshit. Just yeah, no, just pretend like it's never coming back ever.
As far as
Yeah.
drop goes, I have a pair of earrings with 20% and a green pendant with 20%.
Drop is 20%. Oh, hang on. Was there another?
That's not in the. That's not in the picture. It's in the inventory picture of it.
Okay, okay. So wait, so which earrings are these? Or no, it's like the Asides or?
The Hilla, yeah. No, sorry, the Horntail Deciduous earrings.
Oh,
I don't have a picture of them. I only have the picture of them in the inventory.
so wait. Okay, you're lying. Because how do you get to 20%?
20% drop.
Okay, well now you're not lying, but I just misunderstood then. 20% drop or meso?
Drop.
Okay, you know about
I don't
like
have
the.
any meso gear at all.
Oh, okay. So where is your money coming from on a weekly basis then?
For the boss meals, I do. I get about $1 billion done. I have
On
more
each?
characters I can do Damien.
Okay, so
Unloaded.
Paladin, Dawn Warrior, and up?
Kaiser, Adele, Nightwalker, and Dawn Warrior.
Kaiser, Adele.
Demon Slayer also should be able to do
Demon
Lotus
Slayer.
and Damien, but I don't run on it.
Okay. Okay, so don't try to run with these characters and don't try to do bosses that take like 20 minutes each.
For Nightwalker and Adele, it's about the same speed as Kaiser.
Okay, yeah, different classes will have different points where like their funding becomes apparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a 20 stat. I mean, totally pulling it out of my ass, but like an 18k Demon Slayer could be the same as like a 22k Paladin or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to each, what did Mark say? To each according to their needs, and from each according to their means, right? Whatever character needs, resources go there, and whatever someone can deliver, that's how much you take from them. So I think it's a good way for your weekly bosses. What do you which boss are you doing? Are you purely looking at between Hard Hilla and like Lotus and Damien at the highest?
Yeah, so if a meal can do up to Lotus and Damien, I boss on it in a reasonable amount of time.
Mm-hmm. And if they can't do that, do you still boss?
No.
Okay, so you wouldn't do like
bother.
up to like Hard Magnus?
No, and I mean it's probably worth it, but for my own enjoyment, I don't really want to do that. 'Cause
Okay.
if I have a character that can't do up to Lotus and Damien, it's because I didn't like playing them enough to get there.
Two Kaisers? No, that's his highest level character. If you take a screenshot underneath your Legion of your
No, I
characters
have
that
two
are
Kaisers.
counting, bro, I'm defending you right now. Okay, chill.
I didn't want to burn the existing Kaiser because I don't want to lose the rewards.
Yeah, he has two Kaisers. Yeah, but if you take a screenshot underneath your Legion, it'll show like your highest level character right on the left side. Yeah. So you have a. Oh, is it like an old Mega
Yeah,
Bear?
that's an old.
Or
That's my.
Terra?
Not even. It's just a regular
Oh,
character
wow.
I made like 5 years ago.
Okay, but you learned from that you really like the character, so you Terra burned it now?
Right. Yep.
Okay. And Nightwalker's like an
always
old
really
main
liked
from
Kaiser.
from like Ignition,
That's
probably,
Ignition,
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Paladin
okay.
was Destiny.
Oh, okay. And but you didn't play enough during Ignition to like fully finish it.
No, I didn't.
I mean, it's close enough. It's like 2 levels off. Fuck it,
Yeah.
Or
I was
2
just gonna mag
Ignition
potion it,
levels.
but then
Mm-hmm.
Richard convinced me to use mag potions on Kaiser, so it's gonna stay at 245.
Yeah, you only want to like mag potion and really spend a lot of money if you're gonna get access to really being able to bring in more money, or like so, which means being able to do the bosses you can way faster, or access to more bosses. And it's, you know, if you're 245, getting from 240 to 45 to 250, it's not really going to access you more monsters. It's just gonna, or bosses, because the ones you will access, you have no way of soloing, right? It's mostly likely going to be like at best speeding up, and from 245 to 250, speeding up is for soloing is not level based. That's purely funding based. So
Yeah,
it makes more sense if you put your potions towards Zykur, get that one to higher level bosses, so that even if you're getting like semi carried, but like struggle runs, get into gifts and nevers and stuff, more access to arcane boxes, all that stuff.
Yeah, it'd only be considered for the Legion block to get it to 250. To be honest.
Wait, what is it? Oh, Legion block. Yeah. Sorry, you were trailing off a little bit far into the microphone. Get closer, Zykur.
Sorry.
Yes.
Is this good?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. Yes, get me right in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So anything Demon Slayer and up is like doing. So you wouldn't do if you could do like I don't know, like HMAG and everything below. You wouldn't do that on a weekly basis.
It depends on the character.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the one that I
no, that's good. That's a good enough answer. I'm not gonna force you to do bosses on a character that you don't really like doing, because as much as like damage isn't everything, it kind of is. If you enjoy your character, it's because it can blow shit up, and if it can't blow shit up, it's a drag, and you don't want to play things that are a fucking drag, and that's totally legitimate. Yeah, I'm not gonna push you to like do anything like that. I'm not even gonna try to make you feel bad about that. Okay, so when it comes to weekly bosses, you always do the Adele, the Nightwalker, and the Kaiser, and if you feel like it, you do a little bit on the Paladin, Dawn Warrior, and Demon Slayer.
Minus Paladin, but yes. Paladin doesn't get played.
Oh, okay. So it's like, it has this stuff, but it's just not strong enough.
It has the gear, but like that gear, like that's a fake Absolab, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's wearing like Utgard, shoe, and hand.
Oh yeah, I see that, yeah.
Like, Dawn Warrior, Demon Slayer, Adele, and Nightwalker actually have like gear on them.
Yeah.
That's good gear.
Is it, are you thinking about like maybe doing like, kind of like just like HMAG, just to see if you can get enough to get like the cape, and then being able to afford the shoes, and then kind of slowly cubing your way up from all the cubes from the bossing meals to see if you can cube up to like okay flame, okay potential, and then make the paladin stronger. Yeah.
I mean, I would be down. I don't hate Paladin, to be honest, but
that's good. Not hating is already like a good. It's a positive. Yeah.
I would even consider job advancing it to a Dark Knight.
Okay.
Because I think I would enjoy playing that more than Paladin.
Okay, I don't like that, but like I'm just okaying the possibility. I don't like job advancement. I just think it's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're this far into the Paladin and you think like I just don't want to play it at all, the only way I might play it if it's Dark Knight. That's. Oh, that I might have to add that to my list of like situations where I think I would consider job changing. The problem is the weapon, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you want to get enough tickets to at least make like a Fafnir weapon, and then make a nice spear out of that and upgrade it to like non-ultra garbage potential, so you can switch over without just hitting like wet paper towels or like hitting with a wet pool noodle, right?
And like Paladin is not a bad.
It's not bad, but it's like a supporty duo character, right? And like tanky. It's like nice and tanky, but it's not there to like just log in, destroy the boss, log out. That's just not Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just for that purpose. It's just not the class. Yeah, and yeah, it's good to see that. Yeah, Dark Knight does that a little bit more, especially once you scale up, and then you've got the invincibility, and then you can just like CPAP and like, oh, I die. Well, shocker, I don't die, and I'm just immune to all your shit until you die.
20 seconds of
yeah, or like 40, 60 seconds or whatever, like whatever stance you choose. And that's where like the flexibility of the class comes in. For a paladin, you could be like, okay, well, I have my iframe, and then when it's over, it's over. But for a Dark Knight, you could be like, oh, I'm doing CPAP, and I see how strong I am. Well, maybe I pick like, I don't know which fucking one it is, but like I pick like invincibility frame 3 or something. I'd be like, oh, I die. No, now I'm immune for like the rest of the fucking boss fight. Come at me, bro. Like you can't even hit me. Depending on how strong your character is there. Excuse me. Leah can have the flexibility of being like, I've picked number 3, number 2, number 1, right? I think the
That's
middle
really
one.
Like, you can really just jostle it between whichever one you want.
Yeah.
And
I like the
Knight
flexibility.
Seems like a cooler concept than Paladin, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think Paladin, yeah. I like Paladin. I don't like the... this goes more into like the color and like my general problem with like the.
Yeah, it's too yellow.
Yeah, yeah. That's like my problem with the with the Destiny update. They tried to make sure that people didn't lose their mechanics and everything, didn't lose their character, their identity. But it was like, dude, all your shit is like just the same yellow blob. Like I don't care about you. It's just I want to care, but like it's just fucking a whole bunch of yellow shit just showing up on my screen.
Yeah.
Like it's not engaging me into like caring about you.
And Blast like isn't that interesting looking of a spell to begin with.
Yeah, no. And then like the 6 job, I'm also not super. It's like
I like this. I think it's cool.
But isn't it just like a slightly? Yeah, that one. Yeah. But like the mastery skill.
Oh, the blast upgrade.
Yeah, it's just like a slightly bigger dude behind you that's slightly more yellow. It's like, yeah, okay, more yellow than yellow, but like I'm still not engaged. Like, what do you want? Yeah, yeah, but that might be a personal thing, Maybe some other people like.
I think it definitely is a personal thing for us, but like if that's what's keeping from playing it, it's not going to change.
No, exactly. Yeah, and again, like the capacity of the class doesn't change at all. But if you feel like it's garbage, you don't want to push yourself to logging into that. And if you think don't worry. If you think Dark Knight is the thing that might switch that, get a good weapon. Did you do the
It's true. I don't know where to put the fake arcane.
Yeah. Did you do the Kali? Because that has a fake Absolab that you can also trade, right?
Oh, it does. My Kali's at 200. I didn't move it.
Well, you would have to.
Because I wanted to use
EXP
tickets to get 210s that I.
Yeah, you'd have to get 230 to get the box. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I'm not getting anywhere near that. Yeah, but yeah, the fake arcane. Yeah, we're kind of getting into that. The fake arcane would be something to figure out, like where do I want to move that. And if you think the paladin could move into a Dark Knight and be a legitimate bosser, and nothing else really has, like 240s a little bit past that, the 220s are in front of that. Like if that's the character that could use that a lot, that might be the character to move it into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 220, sorry. 4 people in chat, like, calling my shit out. My bad.
Yeah, Kali defenders. Kali's strongest warriors in chat right now.
What's 230 is the Magnificent Growth Potion. That's untradeable only for Kali.
Oh, there's a Magpot?
Yeah, but only for... Or Magpot or Typhoon, but it's only for...
Is it only for Kali?
Yeah, it's untradeable, yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, fuck it then. I was going to say, I might have to do it if there's a Magpot for...
Yeah, no, it's untradeable. So even if it was a Magpot, like, fuck it. But I think it's a Typhoon, untradeable Typhoon. Okay. Yeah, that's tradable Mag is like right here, and then like untradeable Typhoon is like like in current day like Maple, that's like so many layers below. Yeah, that's like oh that's really cool. Oh, never fucking mind. Like that's garbage. Yeah, it's crazy how
the
they
meme of Squidward taking out his lawn chair and then going back inside his house.
Yeah, it's like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Yeah. The degree to which we're like desensitized about, how cool. If you tell someone who just came back like 12 years ago, on like you can get this, is like, what the fuck? And it's like somebody who played like in the last year, they're like, oh, that's garbage. Like, why am I even?
Remember when classes released and they couldn't be burning classes? Now Kali's a baseline burning class. That's the quality of life you just don't realize.
Instant Terra. Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't leveled it yet, but like that's a huge thing.
And it is huge. It trains so fast, man.
I imagine every class coming out right now is probably coming out with a Terra. Because it'll be so hard to scale back on that, right?
Well, 200 is so trivialized now. They barely even care.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking about like when New Age comes out, like how am I gonna? I definitely 100% have to change like my progression scheme, right? Is it like is it going to be like where is early, mid, late, and end game going to be, right? I'm thinking about that, and with the burn coming out all the way to 260. Is 260?
I think 260 moves to mid game essentially.
Yeah, is that going to be the end
like
of mid game?
You have to move every boss.
Is 261 going to be the beginning of mid game?
Oh, you would say below 260 still early game?
I mean, I don't know. What do I do? If I do early and mid before that, then late game is 260 plus. But then you only
I would say mid game is like 260.
Okay,
until 245 to 260.
Okay.
is mid game.
When does late game end then?
I would say late game ends right before Black Mage.
So 270, 270?
275.
75? So, okay,
Yeah.
so you'd have early game up to I don't know, 225. 225 to 260 be mid game, and 260 to 275 be late game, and 275 plus be end game?
Yeah.
Oh man, that just feels so...
Because, like, Saren, Kali...
Yeah. The problem is
Talos.
being able to chair burn and hyper burn and omega burn and just fucking galaxy burn. You're way up to like closer to 270. I'm thinking
but
of
the
it.
issue with hyperburns and terraburns is like while you get the levels, it doesn't give you the permanent equips. So,
Exactly.
like,
So does that mean that you're
run into that heavy wall?
right?
Especially when it comes to sacred power too.
So should I just kind of like disregard the level and look more at the other metrics instead?
I think they're trying to make level matter less, in my opinion, which is why they're making 260 so easy to obtain.
And they're going more for the like the casual level or approach, right? In terms of Monster Park and Dailies EXP and all that. They're trying to make it not matter as much.
They don't want you Niru grinding for millions of hours a day.
Yeah. What are totems even? Get rid of those things. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. 1 hour and 17 minutes in. Do you feel like you got an hour and 17 minutes of progress, Sakura?
I feel like I get an hour, 17 minutes of progress every day with you.
Okay, but in this session.
In this session, I do feel like I've gotten at least something to work on. If I could just get a little bit more on like where you see my gear going,
Yes.
I would call it a good sesh.
Okay, let's look at equips. Let's see. Okay, what's your plan? Okay, Superior Galax is obviously on the way. What's your regimen there, and what are you aiming for?
I do Helix every day, and every day he disappoints me further. I bought a ring. That's at 15.
Which ring?
That's
Ring
pretty cool.
Superior?
No, Superior ring. Yeah. It's not in the picture because I got it after I uploaded all this. But it's currently not better than anything I have right now.
Right, because of the blossom potential.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure how. So I have on the rings I currently have. I have the Tenebrous ring, the Eternal Flame, the Treasure Hunter John, and the Silver Blossom. Today, 2 more event rings are available to me.
Yes.
But do I take those? Both of them when I have a superior ring in the back that's just waiting to get a better potential?
Well, you might not take both of them on this character.
Right.
Probably take at least Flame, Tenebrous, that's the same.
Yeah. It's 4 event
all
rings
4 of the
if I
one.
would
Yeah,
use.
yeah, they're the same, yeah. So if you get Superior and 3 event, means you're losing a set bonus on the Silver Blossom. Is Silver
And
Blossom
I'm only at 8. I wouldn't be losing 9 because I'm only at 8 right now.
Okay,
anyway.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm only at 8. But
Are you
Power Crystal?
double pendant?
Oh, yeah, no. Dom and Mechanator. So, yeah.
No, yeah,
because I'm using a reinforced belt. I'm not using the bean belt.
but you're probably also using the EXP pendant, right? Sometimes.
When I grind, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm at 7 most of the time anyway.
Yeah. So then the pendant is the ring is the reinforced. The boss accessory ring. It's kind of like poopy at that point, right? So, yeah. Drop meso damage. I probably wouldn't get 2 event rings on here. I just got 1 here and then another boss meal that can really use it.
That's what I was thinking when I got my stamp today. It doesn't need both of them.
Well, you've got a
Especially
galaxy
since
brain.
I physically have the ring in my inventory too.
Yeah, you'll need a little bit more rings than 4,
no-brainer.
but not that many more. You've got Superior coming, Reinforced coming, got Oz coming, you've got fucking, Gloom, fucking fucking Galonas. Like, there's so many options up there if you really want to min-max it. So
Yeah, one of these days I'll get a Gloom Ring.
yeah, dude, I haven't even seen one yet, man. These things are fucking impossible to get.
That's more things we have in common. We both haven't seen a Gloom Ring.
No Source, no Gloom Ring. Yeah. Just feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
So,
Chat.
as far as Lotus and Damien goes,
Mhm.
when should I start looking? Should I be looking for like a hard duo?
How quickly can you solo normal?
Sub 7 minutes, I want to say. Sub 8, sub 8.
Is this like guild skills, like all your buffs available on?
Yeah, like send in the whole thing. Sub 8, I think.
This is like 15 minutes, both of them combined?
Yeah, I could do them in one drop coupon. That's the answer I'll give you.
Okay, then you're nowhere near switching to a hard yet.
Okay.
They're 30x the HP.
30x.
30x.
Yeah, so not switching solo, but what about a duo?
Well, if you can solo in 7.5 minutes, 30x times that is like fucking 3.5 hours. So duoing is like 1 hour and 45 minutes.
True.
Yeah, that's nowhere near
Okay,
30
well.
minutes run, right? So that's kind of like, it's really, really rudimentary, probably inaccurate maths, but that's like the general line that you want to be thinking now. So if you can kill normal in like 2 to 3 minutes, then you want to start thinking about duos. And
Okay, let me time my daily because I'm doing it tonight. Probably. Let me time how long it takes.
yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So
Yeah.
30x. That's a good metric. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
a good metric.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. If there's support, you'd get a lot of damage, but you're the primary DPS at that point, right? So then you really want to make sure that you're like all the damage. If you're both DPSing, then you can kind of like cut it in half and have that as your metric. Yeah, for boss mules, it's mostly like, I think you want to get to, even as a boss mule, you want to get to like being able to Lotus and Damien, the combination in around 10 to maybe like 12 minutes. And then that would make sure that you can do most of the relevant bosses, like up to Hardhilla, roughly in about 30 minutes. But if it's your main character, yeah, you definitely want to be, you just want to be like nuking it and be like, oh, phase 1, oh, phase 2, oh, phase 3, kind of like that. And then be like, okay, now we can start moving on to the next phase.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to do without a bind, especially for Damien.
Yeah, because he's just in
Lotus
the air
is
and it's like,
very-
oh, well, I guess I'm not doing damage today.
Yeah, especially as Kaiser, I just like sit down and I watch.
Yeah.
It's only one summon can hit him. From a thing.
Please come down. Yeah. And your summon is like a dragon on the floor that's like vomiting fire like on a little puddle. And it's like not
Yeah,
even
it's just
close.
sad. We're both sad, looking at each other.
You're just
like,
looking up and you're like, please, why won't you come down? Yeah. Yeah, there's no damage being dealt today. Yeah.
Lotus is free though. That's a free ass boss, especially on Kaiser. TP classes, spoon fed.
TP, you get damage reduction, right, on your
Yeah.
yeah.
If
on
you
your
go into
toggle.
defense form, I
If you
never
go defense
use
toggle.
defense form.
For hard,
I
you
don't
probably
think-
want to, but for normal, yeah, because it's so
For
fast.
sure.
You just nuke it.
I
Yeah.
use defense form and will because I just can't be bothered.
Yeah,
That
it catches
tornado
you
and
off
P1
guard
is
less
really
on like
fast.
tornadoes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel like your teleport is wide enough to go through a tornado?
Yo, for sure, yeah.
It's just a little bit.
Even like the skill Dragon Barrage, that's enough to go through tornado when I don't have final form up,
Okay.
which is not often, thankfully.
Oh, you said you looked at some of the 6 job, right? You're looking forward to
Yeah.
that.
Yo, it looks great. I'm very happy.
I'm still waiting
They
for
gave
like
it-
the full orange mushroom blog
I think
post.
he did a write up, didn't he?
Oh, he did. It's here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, 17th. Okay, this must be some America time zone shit bullshit going on here. Oh, he's got the whole. Oh my god! Look at this shit.
There's a
Oh my god, look
4-hour
at this.
Scardor video
Oh,
coming up, baby.
no, 4 and the rest. Holy shit. This is. Oh my god, these patch notes. Look at. Oh my god, chat. How much do you think? Yeah, this is like all the stream day tomorrow. Jesus. This is a long
I mean, the
ass-
game's gonna be down for most of the game tomorrow anyway, so.
Yeah, we could do GMS patch notes and KMS patch notes at the same time. So much content. Yeah. 6.5 hour vid. Yeah. Okay, it's good to see. All right. All right. Okay. 1 hour and 26 minutes in. You feel like you got some session progress? No, I don't feel like you got that. Okay. Which items? Item progress, right? Okay. Emblem is. What's your functional ID? Do you know that number?
I don't. I only know the visual.
Do you have functional? Besides boost nodes, and you don't have a debuff either, right?
I don't have a debuff, but I believe transfigure stacks give IED. No.
Well, you immediately said no because you just does that mean you read something? You're like, I'm lying.
Yeah, no, I thought I did.
It gives damage, right? Percentage damage.
Yeah, it gives damage and attack speed.
Attack, yes, attack speed, but no ID. I don't think.
No.
No. Okay. So what's your visual?
93 when I'm in my bossing setup.
Okay, which is technically okay, but if the only thing getting over that is boost nodes and maybe explore mage link skill, that's cutting it close if you're going to be killing things past Lotus and Damien. Now the party composition comes into play a little bit, right? Like if you're playing in a party where, you know, there's like a bishop, there's a Mercedes, there's a Night Lord, there's a DA. That's all like 30 to 40 to 50% ID. Like there's a Paladin. There can be a lot of ID in that party. So what's your party looking like?
So we have a Lara, a Bowmaster, and an AB in our standard party.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's kind of shit. You have AB has that fucking ribbon fucking thing.
Yeah, finale ribbon.
Yeah, finale. Good job. Finale ribbon. Like that's a little bit of ID, but that's not 100% uptime if I remember correctly.
I think it is. It has a duration of 60 seconds and a cooldown of 45.
Oh, okay. And that's 20%?
That I don't know.
Okay. We're 93 visual. Well, if you're 93 visual, we'll look at as if you don't need too much uptime. Sorry, you don't. I read uptime in chat. You don't need too much increase, but you definitely cannot afford any decrease, right?
Right. Yeah. So which is why that emblem is even still unique. Because I rolled it and I didn't want to get rid of it.
But you're 30. If you're a 30 and a 15 combined, a singular 40% is probably the same or better than that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So 40% ID and 9% attack would be the same or better than this. Plus, then a third line could do something. So that's something to consider. Secondary, and like you said, we're not fucking touching any of that. Weapon, what is going on there? Why doesn't it even have an attack flame? What is this?
It does now. I changed it.
Okay, good. Because I roasted.
It's not a good attack flame.
Because I roasted you earlier, right?
Yeah. As soon as he did it, I was like, "Oh fuck!"
It's like, oh shit, I'm flaming this. Weapon. Yeah. So that when the session comes, he can't roast me for that again. Okay, what is it now in terms of flames?
Not great. I'll tell you that. It's 30 strength, 25 dex, 46 attack, 5% all stat.
Okay. Okay. So if you look at the progression grid, would you say that kind of feels like where you want the flame to be at?
No.
Okay. Well, see, I didn't have to push you in any direction. You already knew that. So you keep flaming that, right?
Yes. With the flames I get, but I don't get a lot of flames because
or it is a weapon. It's very important. this is the one thing that I'm okay with you buying flames for.
Okay.
Just to hit something. Here, hit a Gear 6 plus. Once you Gear 6 plus on this, you can move on, right? And then maybe you can use like black flames if you get them from some event. Nobody gives a shit. Like those are all Hail Marys. Don't
I
care
don't
too
really
much
want
about
to
them.
black flame a temporary Absolab though.
What else are you gonna flame? You have arcanes?
Eventually, I would have them before I see a black flame. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Well, you've got like event flames from the event shop from the weeklies, right?
Yeah, I was gonna spend those on circulators, but I never hit freaking buff.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So sad.
Yeah. Well, again, circling all the way back, if you hit buff with the quote unquote proper way of building up your inner ability, it would be 38 plus first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the circulator wouldn't be for buff, it would be for.
The third line.
Mm-hmm. Which you don't have yet.
Right.
Yes. So it wouldn't be for that, it would be for Black Flames.
Okay.
Which would be for either arcanes, or if you don't have them yet, one line down, Abso.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should I have gotten like a real Abso? Because this flame is kind of cringe. I mean, this potential is very cringe.
So the real determination there is how close are you to getting arcane. That determines whether it's worth to go for a real Abso in between going from a fake Abso to a real arcane.
Mm-hmm.
Are you relatively close
So
to arcane?
it's 24 droplets per weapon.
Yes.
I have 7. I would say I get about 2 a week, but if we start doing hard, that would be up to 5.
Well, up to 3, right? 3 a week from
Oh,
hard.
you can't. I think I got 5 from her once, but maybe I'm crazy.
3 should be the most. I don't know if anyone in chat is going to hardcore cancel me right now, but I believe 3 is the highest you can get from hard.
Okay.
Yes. So even then, you're looking for 17 more,
Yeah.
3 weeks. That's at least 6 weeks of doing hard.
Yeah. Assuming no box drop, which is the fair assumption.
Mm-hmm. Someone said hard is 4. Lord of the Clown, show me a fucking screenshot. I believe 3 is the max. Ops my abda. Okay, let's see. Hang on.
I feel that typo.
He's changing. Yeah, I feel that typo too. Let's see. he's frantically trying to fucking correct right now. I got 69 once. Nice ones though.
Only once? Cringe.
Yeah, so I believe it's 3. So 3, yeah, 17. So that's at least 6 weeks with that. Which means we don't want to, invest too much into the weapon. Get a good flame, and the rest of the money is all going to go towards the emblem. You can buy multiple emblems, right?
Yeah, Kaiser can buy as many emblems as they want.
Yeah, since it's not legendary yet, I feel like you want to just like fucking black cube it to legendary. And let me look through all your other quests. I would drop a mezzo. Where's that at?
It's not in that picture because I had none at the time.
Mm-hmm. None at
But
all?
None at all.
Bruh, where's your money coming from? It's just
I was
all
hardcore saving money for shiny.
right. Okay. But now that shining is over, you want to like as soon as you have it, like immediately spend it, right?
Yeah, I got some rings and some pendants already being cubed for item dropping myself.
Multiple?
Yeah, I've got a horntail pendant and a silver blossom ring.
Well,
And then
okay. But you want to get one to like drop or meso and then move on to the next piece, right? Just like as soon as you hit, move on to the next one.
Yeah, so my
You
earrings
move on
hit, and now I'm moving on to the Chaos Horntail necklace.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh, your earrings were 18 though. Did you roll over these Will-o'-the-Wisps?
No, the D6 earrings.
Oh, okay, good. You want to keep 18% if you can keep that shit. You don't want to get rid of that. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, good. And so how are you right now in drop or meso percent?
So drop I have 40%, and meso nothing. So far.
Okay, so that's like starting area. Yeah. You know what you're looking for there?
So 100% between all my accessories for Meso, and then 200% drop.
Ultimately, yeah, but you're probably gonna have to settle for something lower than that because 100%
Yeah.
plus 200% is a total of 5 and 10 lines. That's 15 lines on 9 equips. That means 6 items are gonna have to be double lined, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
okay. So before that, you're most likely gonna have 9 lines, which means
60-60?
no, you wanna
Or
give preference to Mezzo there. So like 100% on
okay.
Mezzo, 80% on drop. 5-4.
Okay.
That's the priority when you go for. And then, so once you get one of them, you just move to the next one. If you get over 100 or 80 respectively, then you want to re-roll whichever item does not have any kind of item does not have any kind of stat, because then that's the
Okay.
one that will, mathematically will give you the biggest gains. If you get one stat on everything, that will mean that you can get like. If you have 9 items, all with a 9% line, that's 81% stat, right? That'll make sure that it'll take a little bit of pressure off of your WSC nodes, which are, nodes. WSC, the emblem could be a little bit better. Nodes, you already said, is not quite where it maybe needs to be. Like it needs a little bit of a push. But then you can take a little bit of pressure off of those pieces so you can get to a higher percentage without really feeling like you have to dig to the bottom of the barrel kind of thing.
And the nodes I'm not really too worried about because come that week in August when the event starts, I'm going to go hard to get the 1.2k. I'm not going to throw all of them on there immediately, but I'll throw like a good chunk on there and see where my notes are at after that.
You think she can make this putt?
I hope so.
Oh gosh, she's holding it backwards, right? She's not even holding the fucking. Oh no, it's looping.
That's what it's like playing Kaiser.
Yeah, is this what
You're just a little kid with a backwards putt trying to hit the boss. Yeah, there go your summons, not actually hitting Golics because they were summoned too low.
Oh no, she's like a par plus 5 or par plus 8. Par plus. Balance par plus 9. Oh god. Corsair, no. No. Okay, we're gonna have a good time. We're chatting.
Oh, I also have Maple Warrior for drop rate.
Maple Warrior drop rate. Wait, send
not
us.
Maple Warrior.
Send us your secrets, Ikur.
Decent.
How are you getting drop rate for Maple Warrior? We need to know. Okay.
I can't tell you. It's a Kaiser.
Decent, holy simple. I'm the drunk one. Then you were drunk as well. Okay. And this is like level 5. Okay, so slowly leveling.
Level 5 plus 5. It's at 10 right now.
Yeah, you're focusing more on the damaging skills than the purely level skills. Yeah. Okie dokie. Okay, accessories. Okay, all jokes fucking aside, which topics are you still kind of unclear about?
Well, you've given me what to focus on next. Getting the 180 for Meso and Drop. Working on those accessories and switching if I overcap. Reflaming my Craw so that it has not awful flames on them, and then just evening out some of the potentials on my gear. Do you think I should re-cube the gloves?
Yes. Yeah, you want critical damage on there. Without critical damage on there, they're essentially just dead weight and legendary.
Okay.
Legendary and nothing. Critical damage and nothing is like bare bones. Legendary and critical damage and something is like where you want it to be. So either that's something. Go for it. Yeah.
Isn't Sharp Eyes technically a crit line? A crit damage line?
Sharp Eyes is like a V matrix line, which is like a nice bonus, but not a baseline, I would say. It's like a half line.
Okay.
Because the further you go in the game, the less valuable a matrix slot becomes, right? Your matrix, your boost nodes are all in there, your skill nodes are in there. It's basically at that point, it's like your decent nodes. So that's like the value of either decent Sharp Eyes, decent Speed Infusion, decent combat orders, decent Advanced Blessing. Like that's the value of the line at that point, which is nice and a little bit extra, but it's not like a baseline value.
That makes sense.
So I would
And
say
I'm
if you
looking
get
at
critical
what I have
damage and
slotted.
decent sharp eyes, like that would be good enough probably at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just looking at what I have slotted, there's definitely stuff I can take out.
Hmm.
Like I don't need impense
Yeah.
skin on the
Or
100%.
it's nice to have, but it's just not as good as actual decent sharp eyes, for example. 8% critical
Okay.
damage, 10% critical rate. That's good value, you know. That can probably
Yeah.
kick a bunch of stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah, impenetrable skin is probably gonna get knocked out for that. Using the HES depend on the situation. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else that comes to mind? Because I'm not, of sound mind right now. So whatever you bring up
No,
now.
I actually feel really good.
Okay.
I
Well, I'm
enjoyed
surprised, but
the chat that
I'm
we
happy.
had.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, I needed help, but it's not like I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Help me. Normal Zakum is killing me with his arms.
Yeah.
But, so
He's
you've
smashing
given me
me.
some stuff
Where
to
do I go?
I'm not dying out to P1 Lotus like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people in chat. So
Okay. Well, you have
I
teleport, so
appreciate the help.
yeah. Yeah, well,
That
I'm
was
gonna make sure
true.
you get like the actual progress, like memes aside and like company aside. But I'm gonna make sure actually I feel like you're set up for some progress for like the next 10 to 15
Yeah,
levels as well. Yeah.
I got stuff to work on, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Let's see if I'm saying crazy. You're working on some bossing mules. You're doing what's fun there. Legion is good. ID. We're talking about that. Functional ID. Critical damage. Hyperstats. Attack is maybe a little bit high for hyperstats. Probably keep it like 5 or 6 probably, and keep the points
For
out. Hyperstats.
Oh, do you want to go over those real quick?
Yeah, even for mobbing and for bossing, when it comes to stat and attack, I'll probably keep them at like 5 or 6 at the highest, and then I would
Okay.
just, as long as you're actively leveling, I would just keep them below that so that whenever something does happen, you can give them does happen whenever you get enough points to be able to level one of the like base 4, like hit those ones, you have enough points immediately, and you just don't have to like completely like click and then click 35 more times just to get the points where you want them.
So where would you recommend putting the inside crit damage, defense damage, or boss?
Well, I would hold on to them unless you have enough points, and I would just
Okay, just keep them in the points bank.
yeah, just give me a points bank just to save yourself
Okay.
time on tearing up, because how much are you really gaining in kill potential by going from like level 6 to level 9 on attack power? Is that really?
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's like 8 attack or something like that.
Yeah, it's like +2 per level or something, right? Yeah, it's like 6 or maybe like 5, like 15. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna make any major difference. It's more like a time saver kind of thing. So that when immediately when you level up, you can feel like, boom, click the thing and like feel like a good level up. Might be slightly more mental and like time savey rather than min maxy. Yeah. Other than that, the stat window looks pretty good. I mean, I guess you're working on the arcane power. There's only like a certain amount of speed you can really expect from that.
Yeah, I mean that's going as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You got you got your weeklies, symbols, event shop, and all that. You feeling okay with that?
For what?
Event shop.
Kind of.
Well, that's not an answer I like during a progression session. I like yes, and everything else is not good enough for me.
So, I bought out the nodes in the shop, and then, what might have been in there is I bought out the Morass symbols. Because I don't think I'm getting to 260 by the end of the event.
Okay. And when you buy it Morass, did you also buy it Asphera?
I didn't buy out Asphera because the 200 nodes I got from, I can't remember what event it was. There was a week, I guess, somehow, I accidentally gave Asphera 100 nodes that were supposed to go to Morass.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would remember if it wasn't drunk right now, so, but okay, yeah, I'm just gonna take that for what it is. And that was the plan.
I basically bought them to catch up to Isfera.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
Isfera was a full level above. It is still a little bit above Moraz.
Yeah. That's. I mean, yeah. Unless you're leveling like a fucking lunatic, that's pretty normal. Yeah. Okay.
But I think I have about 5,000 coins on my Kaiser right now.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
I get
Last
6K,
week
I'll
you'll look
probably
at like,
just-
what the fuck's going on here? Do I need to equalize anything?
I'll probably buy out Isfera and then dump whatever I have left into Arcana.
Yeah. I mean,
As far as normal coins go, for weekly coins, I guess Black Flames are. I was considering droplets, but I don't know.
yeah. I would probably in your
Oh,
situation,
we're-
I'd probably droplets over Black Flames.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably
Because
Eternal
I could
Flames.
buy out both droplets, all 50 of both right now, with just what I have, and then whatever's left I could spend on
Okay,
flames.
if buying both the droplets would get you an arcane weapon, I'd buy it instantly. If it can get you an arcane weapon, then I would look at like Eternals. Yeah, you just look at Eternals and see if that gets you like a nice flame. Only if it's an Absol weapon and arcane armors. If it's not, then just hold on to the points, and then like recheck.
So at this point, I'm wondering: is it worth it to just get an arcane? I mean, a Absol weapon?
Yeah, I mean it comes back down to what I
Over
said
a
before.
fake.
Like it depends on how long you're going to be holding on to it.
For 6 weeks, because I could get it today if I really wanted to. It would just be doing the weekly quest on mules and tomorrow, I believe.
How much money would it be?
To get it to 17.
1 point. Well, the potential would be like 1.5 to 2 bill. Suffering would be like 700 mil, I think. So we're looking like 2.2 to 2.2 to 2.7 bill. And then you have the flame on top of that. Average 17 star is like 1.8. Really? No. There's no way it's that high. Okay, we're about to blow up Kuro's spot right now. I don't believe it's that high. I think it's closer to 700. 650 to 750, I believe. 160. God damn. I want to make sure I'm not throwing up in like an hour. Normal. Blah, 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 blah. We definitely start catching on this shit. And safeguarding, yes.
Yeah, start catching in the guild castle.
Hell yeah. Soon TM. Soon starting tomorrow, but then like 6 months after tomorrow, right?
Yeah. You know, when the trickle down effect.
It's gonna take a
finally
while. Okay, 8:30 to 9:11. Oh god. Absolute
That's
9.
assuming 5, 10, 15 too, right?
Just 5, 10, 15 though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without that it's gonna be more. But who the fuck Star Forces off at 9, 10, 15? You're just asking to get destroyed. 884, 902, 873. Like around 900 mil average, I see. Be getting 9, 10, 15. I think you can reasonably expect that, yeah. Just not instantly, but within a reasonable amount of time, yeah. Just hit Madge, tap it.
You know, this all goes out the window if I get that Kaiserian, though.
No, because you would just anvil, right?
I would anvil it onto the arcane, but I wouldn't need to blame the stupid temp absolute. So is it worth it to get the fake arcane on like Kaiser until I get a real one? No, probably.
We get a real one until you get the arcane, you mean?
Yeah. Get the fake one until I get a real one.
You're at 7 drops now, and your party's kind of like suffering for the damage. You probably want to get a normal, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're going to be a substantial part of the damage, especially if the damage, like the members, is a little bit inconsistent. So you want to be able to take part of them. Like the boss for Lucid is not made up of like, can you get the drop from a boss tier below this shit, and then get it with like limited upgrades. Like that's like double penalty, right? So it's either like you get an arcane with like okay-ish stuff on it, or like a fake arcane, that would be good enough. If you get a fake Abzo, that could be done good enough, but you need a good Legion, you need good Link skills, you need every one of your other shit like upgraded properly. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be, it's not gonna hit the mark. So if all of your stuff is like unique, tap like / legendary with like 2-line to 3-line stuff, then you can probably get away with just like a fake Zolab. But I don't think your whole account is, and your main character is at the point where like that's gonna be enough damage if you're a main damage dealer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get a real weapon. Yeah, and it's gonna be
get
long
a real
enough.
Abso or get the fake arcane.
Those would be roughly equivalent. So we have to check.
Fake arcane, I wouldn't have to spend money on. So
Yeah. If the fake arcane is like in week 2 or 3, you probably want to.
I think it's in week 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly right now. I don't trust my memory on that stuff at all. So I hope you don't trust me on that.
I'll wait for the patch notes.
Yeah. Patch notes. Yeah, patch notes might be clarify that. But if it's like week 4 or later, I would just go for a real Abzo. If it's before that, you could go for a fake arcane. Yeah.
Okay.
I would equate those two. Oh, someone is saying it's week 1. Yeah, if it's week 1, then I would just get the fake arcane on this, and then just work on full arcane set. And then get if you don't get the arcane weapon by the time that you have the full set, then you can just buy it then. But if you do get a box before then you just switch in and save all the resources, essentially.
So then as far as buying arcanes go, you would still recommend starting with like boot, glove, cape, shoulder.
Yeah.
Instead of buying a weapon from Lucid, buying the weapon.
If you have a fake weapon, yeah, I would. Because you want to get like a flame on there, and like the potential and everything else is just set. So it's all about just the potential upgrade. If that one's okay, you just get all the other pieces before and then circle back to the weapon afterwards once you're like 4.5 set kind of thing, and then into full 5 set, like real 5 set once you can afford the weapon. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you can think about?
Not that I can think about at the
All right,
moment,
scroll through your shit. Let me know, because I've been
find you.
blackballing. Yeah, well, that's true. You know exactly where my house lives, as we say over here.
Yeah.
See.
We talked about stat. We talked about accessories. We talked about familiars.
Iterability.
Oh, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Meister. Getting to Meister. Is it really just as simple as using the black
Meister what?
Meister.
Meister what? Which one?
Meister rank, like alchemist.
Smithy. Yeah, accessory crafting. Yeah.
Yeah, accessory crafting.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to 10 on smithing, and I could get to 10 pretty easily on the other 2 that are important.
Mm-hmm.
But breaking past 10,
what
is like the best? Because like I looked at the guide, and it doesn't really say like what's the best for breaking past 10 to start crafting.
So you're looking for Meister ring specifically, or other stuff?
To get to Meister rank from level 10.
Okay. Did you check ! Meister?
Oh, is that a command?
It sure is. That's like my old video. It talks a little bit about transfer hammering, but it also talks about ranking stuff up and which items you want to make inside accessory crafting to get yourself the Meister accessory crafting. Yeah.
Right.
Ishinde made something else, but it's mainly about like the rings and then the is it eye accessories or face? I think it's eye accessories, one of the two. You can make them in Meister, and they're like level 9 bullshit or something, but you like upgrade them, and then you get like I don't know, like 5,500 points per thing, and all it really costs you is a little bit of Philosopher's Stones. And that really speeds up the process a lot versus just making rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, see, yeah, what Kuro is talking about, yeah, it's essentially the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that answers that question.
Yeah, that'll speed that up tremendously, and then as long as you start doing that, I think it's at most like 3 or 4 days to get from level 10 to Meister. So you don't have to start doing that like a month in advance, but if you start doing that like 3 to 4 days at least, then you should be fine.
And then for maintaining, you just have to craft like a certain amount per week to make sure that it doesn't.
Yeah, just anything that gives you masteries, mastery points. So it'll say that like in the little crafting thing, at least every 24 hours, and then it'll just keep it up. It won't decay at all.
Okay. So that answers that question. 'Cause I need to start making wops because I've really only been banking on.
Well, wops is for Meister Alchemist, right?
Alchemist. Yep.
Yeah. So you have to make some different things, but there's some potions and then some pills you can make out of the potions. You can like double dip into the resources. That's under ! Profession. So that'll help you with that part.
Okay, I feel pretty good about this session.
Okay, that sounded a little bit hesitant, but I'll take it.
No, I'm saying no for sure. I feel good about the session. I feel good about the advice you're giving me.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've lost the fucking structure of the conversation like completely. But if I'm depending a little bit on you. We talked about this. We talked about this. Talk about the general progress of stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, once you get potential, you get cubes. Once you get like your bossing mules on fire, you'll be able to trickle down your potential cubes a little bit. Of course, the glove needs a little bit of help. Yeah, other than that, the potentials will slowly be brought up. Specifically, yeah, the shoes, you want to get the legendary eventually. We're going to drop a Mesogear. We talked about that. We talked about the pieces. We talked about the overabundance of fucking pencil here, two-handed swords. Any questions on Legion links and grid and
no,
everything?
I'm pretty good on Legion.
Yeah, this seems very solid. Yeah.
Get the guys to 200. That's about it for Legion.
I think for your main setup for your Kaiser, you probably want to prioritize buff duration over boss damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think especially once your WSE has good potential, because you're pushing a little bit more on your what's your secondary? It's your emblem, but then your secondary. No, secondary is already good. Yeah, your weapon, right? Once you get your new weapon, they'll probably get some more boss damage, and then the scaling of your boss damage will go down, and you probably want to move the boss damage Legion blocks into your buff duration ones and max that one before it. And that will be like number 1, 2, 3, 4 on the priority list to max out. What which kind of means that the further you grow your Legion, the more it'll still be beneficial for your main, rather than just like, oh wow, I'm getting 10% extra critical rate, look at me. But it's more going to be like, oh, I'm getting 10% extra boss damage. Like that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I would look at the buff duration and like move the boss damage one into the buff duration. I think you will find for your bossing rhythm, you can stay transformed quite a bit longer.
Yeah, because it's already up quite a bit, especially like because you use final transfer, you use your real transform, so that ticks down while you're in your real one. So
yeah, and comparative to that, your hyperstats, your inner ability are also not at 38, right? They're only at 24. So comparatively, the amount of buff duration you get from your Legion grid will be a good proportion towards your total uptime of your transformation. Yeah. Yes. Talk about this. We talk about that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. A lot of your money went towards Star Forcing, so it didn't go as much towards potential as was possible. But that just means that right now the priority is Star Forcing. Priority is potentials.
Stars are set. I can start working on the potential and.
Thank you for translating
flames. I think the flames is the best thing to start working on now. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, drop Mezzo and then fucking full on damage after that, and just full on potentials. And then, because you need the time anyway, right? You don't have like a legion of fucking backups. You don't have that right now. So you need the time to get the backups anyway. In that time, you make your potentials and your current shit better and work on your backups. And once your potentials are like, okay, you stop spending. And then the new event comes around 5, 10, 15. You're like, hey, would you look at that? I've got like 35 fucking C-Ray backups. And maybe some backups for like, hopefully for like Princess No Ring, maybe some spear golics like belt
Imagine
earring.
getting a Kana.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm wishful thinking right now. But like kind of treasure ring, spear belt ring, spear belt. Sorry, spear earring, something like that. And then based on those, something besides hero will be like, oh, please boom me. You know, like please try to upgrade me. And then that'll be whatever comes next on the menu. But you'll need some time to get backups and money, and then slam together, event, backup, money, bam, Star Wars time. Okay.
Well, I would say I am satisfied.
Okay, well, then that's good enough for me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your assistance today.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I'm sorry if I was in the state that you are used to. I don't know why, but I started drinking early, so this is this is what you're getting.
It made for a very relaxing session. So.
Okay, I'm glad. Hopefully you were, put into a position that you didn't feel like you had to like, really defend yourself on anything, but it was just more like free flowing. Hopefully that was available.
I know that my keyboard is unique, so I've been told by many people that I'm weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to go full circle, I guess, is like I always tell people like, just relax your hand, see whatever fucking position your hand is at, and just slam that on the keyboard and just kind of like see which buttons get pressed, and then just put your main skills there. Someone's relaxed hand is like this, someone's is like this, someone's is like that, Size of the keyboard, shape of your hand, that just determines where the keys go. And looking at it just doesn't tell the full picture. It's not good enough. So if this works for you, it works for you.
Nintendo 64 controller for my messed up hands.
Oh god, with the fucking joystick in the middle.
Yeah, the 3-pronged controller.
Okay, I have to know, did you grab on the outsides, or were you like a mid-hand grabber?
in the middle. Who grabbed on the outside?
I did.
Use the D-pad.
You used the
D-pad
middle?
for most games.
No, you always had.
Stick.
Oh my god! I just okay. Well, we're just breaking up right now, I guess. You would have your hands both on the outside, and it just hit the middle, like.
You know what that tells me?
I have big hands.
That tells me that Super
I have big
Smash
dick.
Brothers
was
not your main game.
It was.
There's no way you're playing Super Smash Brothers with your hands on both outside sticks of the Nintendo 64 controller.
Wait, hang on. Let me fucking. No, it was. I have just giant penis. I mean, I have just giant hands. No, I mean, dude, I'm 6'1", man. I've got fucking hands on me, dude. What can I say? I would grab. Wait, where's my? Hang on. Let me see if I.
Oh, so yeah, you could just move your monster thumb all the way over to the middle. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh shit, this is a Nintendo 64.
Ain't no way he has a controller.
Oh, here we go. What is this? What do you think this is? Okay.
All right, picture design.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
That looks so uncomfortable.
Look at this shit. What is?
So how do you smash attack?
Look at where my thumb is.
How do you smash attack? How do you push A and move the stick at the same time?
Left hand.
What? Oh my god, that looks so uncomfortable.
Like that, dude. Dude, how am I supposed to?
So
okay. Tell me how am I supposed to, with my right thumb, hit the fucking joystick?
So put your right hand on the right side, and then put your left hand in the middle.
You have your left hand in the middle?
Yes.
No way.
You don't need that other side at all.
But this is
what do you need to push those buttons?
It's so out of balance.
That's how you play.
Oh my god, Mochi is like. Oh god, this is like old. Oh my god, this thing is gonna like flip out.
Yeah, no, that thing is 2 seconds from disintegrating.
Oh no, wait a minute. I think I did play like this. Hang on.
Exactly. That's how you have to play.
Hang on. Let me reset. Let me reset to standard factory settings. Okay. Okay, muscle memory. Just grab the controller. Oh god, I did play like that. I did play like this. You're right.
Okay, yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah,
I was
you're right.
confused for a second.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. This was like on like F-Zero or something. I think you needed these arrows or some shit.
Some games, I will admit, yeah, you could play like that.
Because if you're here, you can't hit the. If you need the left trigger, right?
Yeah, you have to
wouldn't
move
be able
your
to
hand
hit it.
for it.
You'd have to do like this shit. Like what the fuck is?
Yeah, but in Smash Bros, left and right did the same thing, so you never needed to push both at the same time.
Yeah, no, you're right. I hit it. I go to like, and then after I finish playing, you flip it around, and then you like drag your nail through the fucking crease to get all of the fucking sweaty bullshit out.
All the crumbs out of the crease of the controller.
Because you know you're a fucking sweaty gamer, and you're like,
okay.
Fucking...
Real talk. Here's the real question.
Oh,
I might unsubscribe depending
Okay.
on your answer. How did you wrap the cord around the controller?
I did not.
What?
I don't wrap.
No way.
Because
no,
a wrapped cord.
Chat, no way.
A wrapped cord is a damaged cord.
That's not true.
That is so true. I just pushed that shit into. There was like my Nintendo 64, and there was a hole that was wider than Nintendo 64, and I just fucking fist that shit into the corner right next to the Nintendo 64 and just push it in until the cord didn't fall out. That was what it was. I don't... No, wrapping? No. Because the tighter you wrap the shit, the more you potentially damage what's inside the cord. I just... Like this. Completely like this. Just put it on top of the fucking controller and just push that controller into the corner of the fucking console. That's what I did.
You don't have to wrap it like you're Hercules. You can just lightly wrap the controller.
Bro, when you see gamers, they're like this. They're like... And it's like... And it looks like this. You're like, bro, no. Like, that shit is internally... Like,
you got to go in an X formation. Go from
it's
one
like,
corner
help
to the opposite,
me! I'm dying!
Under.
No, I just kind of like... For me, it was like this, you know? Like, you've got your fucking cord, you got your Nintendo 64, it's like this, and they just fucking shove it in. Like that.
Yeah, Tillich, also, blowing on the cartridge was bad for the cartridge, but we still did it anyway.
Well, there's a difference between, like, blowing and, like whistling. Because if you do, like, then moist comes out of your mouth, where you should, like, then that one's better, you know? No, maybe this is cope.
I abused
it's probably cope.
The cartridges.
I used to like
slam them in to make them.
Yeah, just the harder. The harder you put it in, the more it works. Yeah, hell yeah. 100%. Moisture comes out of it. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Okay, all right, but to make this video not 10 million years long, I'll cut myself off here.
Yes,
I really
please do.
appreciate it, but I gotta run.
Okay.
Thank you. Bless you all. Bad Nubia Dell, he's a monster. I can't imagine why he's still here. And then have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Yo, thanks for the session, bro. And I'll see you around the chat, okay?
Yep, kiss.
Okay, bye-bye. Alrighty, chat. Alright, so if you, for some fucked up reason, gleaned anything from that session, and that somehow helps you in your progression, for one, I'm impressed, and for the other one, I'm glad, and please, like, fucking like the video, I guess. I got too many beers today. All right. Does anyone still know what the fuck we're talking about? Oh yeah, because you guys are not fucking drunk. Please, if you liked the video, I'm glad. If you like a session, like with me, like this video, please check the description of the video, or like the comment section on Twitch, twitch.tv/Scardor, !coaching in the chat. You will get an explanation on how you can get one of these sessions with me. If you'd like to win one of these sessions for free, please leave a comment saying that you would like to win with your Discord name included, and I'll reach out to you at the end of the week, month, and it might be you. Every month I draw 2 winners. Could be you. So if you want to be here with me and have a grand old time, then make sure you do that. For everyone else, all of these resources that I checked, like this one, 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 this one. All of these are available in my chat over at twitch.tv/Scardor. They're available for everyone. So if you need those, use them. And if you have any questions, let me know in chat. I stream every single day. I have no life, so just come harass me in chat. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, I'm glad. And if you didn't, go fuck yourself. I don't know what to say, man. Watch another video or watch me on Twitch. And I'll see you then.